Hello everyone, Costume Teacher here, and today I am dressed like the Lorax so that I can read to you The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. As you can see, I've got my fluffy, furry, fuzzy mustache. Can I see you all stroke your mustaches, get them nice and ready for the story? And can you also see that I've managed to get a couple of truffula trees? I'll tell you a little secret. I was able to find a couple of the last seeds. Well, let's get started with the story. The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. At the far end of town, where the grickle grass grows, and the wind smells slow and sour as it blows, and no birds ever sing, excepting old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax. And deep in the grickle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could, before somebody lifted the Lorax away. And what was the Lorax? And why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere from the far end of town where the grickle grass grows? The old Onceler still lives there. Ask him. He knows. He knows something. You won't see the Onceler. Don't knock at his door. He stays in his lurkum on top of his store. He lurks in his lurkum cold under the roof, where he makes his own clothes out of muffered moof. And on special dank midnights in August, he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away. He'll tell you, perhaps, if you're willing to pay. Can I see you all lurk in your lurkum? And can I see you peek out of the shutters? What do you see? On the end of a rope, he lets down a tin pail. Can I see you let down the pail? And you have to toss in 15 cents and a nail, and the shell of a great-great-great-grandfather snail. Well, where are we supposed to find that? I'm not sure, but that's what he wants. Then he pulls up the pail. Can you pretend to pull up the pail? Pull, 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 pull. And makes a most careful count to see if you've paid him the proper amount. Then he hides what you've paid him away in his snub, his secret strange hole in his grovulous glove. Then he grunts, I will call you by whisper-mophone, for the secrets I tell are for your ears alone. Not sure if I trust this guy yet. He wants to tell us secrets, and he's got creepy gloves. Not a lot to go on here. Slap! Can I hear you make that noise? Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Slap! Made my mustache blow. Down slaps the whisper-mophone to your ear. And the old Onceler's whispers are not very clear, since they have to come down through a snurgly hose, and he sounds as if he had smallish bees up his nose. Now, I don't know what that sounds like, but it sounds bad, right? Now I'll tell you, he says, with his teeth sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long, long time back. Can everyone pretend like you're up to the whisper-mophone listening? Blink, blink, blink. Very good listeners. Someone's still not listening. Got it. Okay, everyone's ready. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Way back in the days when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still clean, and the song of the swummy swans rang out in space. One morning I came to this glorious place, and I first saw the trees, the truffula trees, the bright-colored tufts of the truffula trees, mile after mile in the fresh morning breeze. Ah, aren't they beautiful? Which color's your favorite? I like them all. And under the trees, I saw brown barbaloots frisking about in their barbaloot suits as they played in the shade and ate truffula fruits. Can I see you all eat some yummy truffula fruits? From the ripulous pond came the comfortable sound of the humming fish humming while splashing around. Can I hear you all be little humming fish? Can I hear a hum? Hum. How about another? That was good. Hum. One more. Hum. Whew. Okay, let's move on. But those trees, those truffula trees. All my life I'd been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. Can you all smell that wonderful smell? Wait a minute. What's butterfly milk? Never mind. I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew just what I'd do. I unloaded my cart. In no time at all, I had built a small shop. Then I chopped down a truffula tree with one chop. Can I see you all chop down a tree? Ready? 1, 2, 3. And with great skillful skill and with great speedy speed, I took the soft tuft and I knitted a sneed. Say what now? The instant I'd finished, I heard a gazump. Can you all make this sound with me? Ready? Gazump! I looked, I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree I'd chopped down. It was sort of a man. Describe him? That's hard. I don't know if I can. He was shortish and oldish and brownish and mossy, and he spoke with a voice that was sharpish and bossy. What do you think? Do we look alike? Oh, a bossy voice. You guys never talk in a bossy voice, do you? Never. Maybe like sometimes. Like a little bit. Okay. Well, he probably has a good reason at this point. Mister, he said with a sawdusty sneeze. Can you all sneeze with him? I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues. And I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs. He was very upset as he shouted and puffed, "What's that thing you've made out of my truffula tuft?" What is it? Look, Lorax, I said, there's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree. I am doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. This thing is a thneed. A thneed's a fine something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat, but it has other uses. Yes, far beyond that. You can use it for carpets, for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or covers for bicycle seats. The Lorax said, "Sir, you're crazy with greed. There is no one on earth who would buy that fool thneed." I mean, it is a little weird looking, right? Do any of your curtains look like this? Do any of your carpets look like this? If they do, I'm sorry, but that's weird. But the very next minute, I proved he was wrong, for just at that minute, a chap came along, and he thought that the thneed I had knitted was great. He happily bought it for $3.98. I laughed at the Lorax. You poor stupid guy. He said stupid. Don't ever say stupid. Don't call anybody stupid, you promise? Pinky swear? Good. You never can tell what some people will buy. Well, now that is true. Raise your hand if you've ever bought something that you didn't really need, but you wanted it. Yep. Everybody get their hand up. Ugh, teachers included. Guilty. Guilty as charged. We're gonna have a discussion later about that. But let's go with the story for now. I repeat, cried the Lorax, I speak for the trees. I'm busy, I told him. Shut up, if you please. Wait a minute, so he said stupid, and now he's saying shut up? This is bad. Okay, let's all, another pinky swear. No saying shut up. Ready? Thank you. Deal. I rushed across the room and in no time at all built a radio phone. I put in a quick call. I called all my brothers and uncles and aunts and I said, listen here, here's a wonderful chance for the whole Onceler family to get mighty rich. Get over here fast, take the road to North Nitch, turn left at Weehawken and sharp right at South Stitch. He lives by some funny streets. Am I right? Let's pretend to call everybody on a phone. Get over here quick. And in no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole Onceler family was working full tilt. We were all knitting thneeds just as busy as bees to the sound of the chopping of truffula trees. Oh, look at them all knitting. Can I see you all pretend to be knitting? Do any of you know how to knit? I sure wish I did. My grandma knew how to knit. Okay, now let's pretend to chop down some of the trees. Oh, uh-oh, this doesn't seem like a good idea though. I mean, it does, but it doesn't, right? Then, oh, baby, oh, how my business did grow. Now, chopping one tree at a time was too slow. So I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 truffula trees in one smacker. We were making thneeds 4 times as fast as before. And that Lorax, he didn't show up anymore. Can I see you all pretend to use a super axe hacker? Ready? 1, 2, 3. But the next week, he knocked on my new office door. Can I hear you all knock? He snapped, I'm the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloots who played in the shade in their barbaloot suits and happily lived eating truffula fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffula fruit to go round. And my poor barbaloots are all getting the crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummies. Oh no, they look so sick. Can you all pretend to be sick, sad barbaloots? I need to go to the nurse. I have crummies in my tummies. Oh wait. Do you really need to go to the nurse? You're okay? Are you sure? Okay, let's keep going. They loved living here, but I can't let them stay. They'll have to find food, and I hope that they may. Good luck, boys, he cried, and he sent them away. I, the Onceler, felt sad as I watched them all go. But business is business, and business must grow, regardless of crummies in tummies, you know. Oh, can you all wave goodbye to those cute little barbaloots? Bye, barbaloots. I meant no harm. I most truly did not. But I had to grow bigger, and bigger I got. I biggered my factory. I biggered my roads. I biggered my wagons, and I biggered the loads of the thneeds I shipped out. I was shipping them forth to the south, to the east, to the west, to the north. I went right on biggering, selling more thneeds, and I biggered my money, which everyone needs. Then again, he came back. I was fixing some pipes when that old nuisance Lorax came back with more gripes. I am the Lorax. He coughed and he whiffed. He sneezed and he snuffled. He snargled, he sniffed. Onceler, he cried with a crufulous croak. Onceler, you're making such a smogulous smoke. My poor Swami Swans, why they can't sing a note. No one can sing with smog in his throat. Oh no, those poor little Swami Swans. Can I hear you all make a sad little singing sound? Oh, that was so sad. Can I hear it one more time? Just once though, because I don't want to get too sad. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good at all. You should get that checked out. And so, said the Lorax, please pardon my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off. Where will they go? I don't hopefully know. They may have to fly for a month or a year to escape from the smog you've smuggered up around here. Oh, poor things. Can everyone wave goodbye to the Swami Swans? Bye. Oh no. What's more, snapped the Lorax. His dander was up. You let me say a few words about gluppity glup. Your machinery chugs on day in and night without stop, making gluppity glup and sloppity slop. And what do you do with this leftover goo? I'll show you, you dirty old man Onceler, you! Oh, that is a lot of glop. Right? Can we scale back on the glop? You're glumping our pond where the humming fish hummed. No more can they hum, for their gills are all gummed. So I'm sending them off. Oh, their future is dreary. They'll walk on their fins and get woefully weary in search of some water that isn't so smeary. Oh no. Oh, the poor humming fish. Oh, can I hear you make a sad humming, like a sad humming fish? One more. Oh, that was so sad. This book is sad. Am I right? Let's see what happens. And then I got mad. I got terribly mad. I yelled at the Lorax. Now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap, yap, and say bad, 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 bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I intend to go on doing just what I do. And for your information, Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering and biggering, turning more truffula trees into thneeds, which everyone needs. Well, this Onceler guy is not very nice. I think we can all agree on that, right? And at that very moment, we heard a loud whack. From outside in the fields came a sickening smack of an axe on a tree. Then we heard the tree fall, the very last truffula tree of them all. No! No more trees, no more needs, no more work to be done. So in no time, my uncles and aunts, every one, all waved me goodbye. They jumped into my cars and drove away under the smoke-smuggered stars. Now all that was left 'neath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Lorax, and I. There he is. The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance, gave me a very sad backwards glance. Can I see all of you turn and give a sad glance? Maybe a little sadder. Ready? One more. Okay, that was really sad. That was good. As he lifted himself by the seat of his pants, and I'll never forget the grim look on his face when he hoisted himself and took leave of this place through a hole in the smog without leaving a trace. Oh, he left. And not only did he leave, he took the seat of his pants and flew into the sky, which at this point, I don't mean to laugh, but it is a silly way to exit a book, is it not? I mean, this is all so very sad and unfortunate, but interesting mode of transportation. And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with the one word, unless. Whatever that meant, well, I just couldn't guess. That was long, long ago. But each day since that day, I've sat here and worried away. Through the years, while my buildings have fallen apart, I've worried about it with all of my heart. Do you see the word? It's like my side. But now, said the Onceler, now you're here. The word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Oh. I hope lots of you care about our world. Raise your hand if you care. Good, I saw all the hands go right up. Whew, glad someone does. So, catch, called the Onceler. He let something fall. It's a truffula seed. It's the last one of all. You're in charge of the last of the truffula seeds, and truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffula and treat it with care. Give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest, protect it from axes that hack. Then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back. Can everyone pretend to catch that last truffula seed? And that, my dear friends, is the end of our story. Now, this is a sad story, that is true, but there are lots of things we can all do to keep our world looking beautiful and clean, and I'm sure you've got some ideas of how we can avoid the whole scene that is in this book. So I challenge you, remember that line, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. So, what are some things you could do to help the earth? You could make sure to recycle. You can make sure to reuse things. You can make sure to help animals and donate to causes for their habitats. You can clean up in your neighborhood. Make sure you don't litter. Try to conserve some water by even turning it off when you brush your teeth, or maybe even taking a shorter shower, if you please. Not too short, though. Anyhow, I know there are lots of things that you know that you can do to help our world. Make sure that our animals stay happy and our air stays clean and we can all live together in our beautiful, beautiful world. So, I hope that you all think about the little things that you can do each day to help each other make this place last as long as possible. All right, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all soon for another story time. Goodbye.